Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in today's class we are going to discuss about acidity of phenols. In the previous video we have discussed about the acidity of alcohol and some reactions where phenol react with metals. Okay, and in the same video we discussed about how phenols are going to react with solid metals such as aluminium, sodium, and also further we said that phenols especially react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium phenoxide, right? So using that particular point, now we are going to discuss about acidity of third point of the chemical reaction, that's the acidity of phenols. Acidity of phenols is clearly depending upon the clearly depends upon the reaction of O and H bond being broke down. Like for example, in case of alkyl alcohols like CH3OH, if you consider for methanol and for phenol, if we observe OH of alcohol group and OH of phenol group, we can clearly say that this O group is attached to sp3 carbon and this O group is attached to sp2 carbon. In the previous video I had told you about the effect of electron releasing groups of alkyl on the polarity of oxygen and hydrogen bond, right? In that particular cases we discussed about the polarity which was affected by the presence of alkyl groups. That is, more and more the alkyl groups, polarity of the OH bond decreases. That is because alkyl groups increases the electron density on oxygen atom, which makes them less polar. Therefore, what we can observe over here is, in case of an sp2 carbon acts as an electron withdrawing group, whereas in case of alkyl group it was an electron releasing group. Therefore, the oxygen hydrogen bond present on phenol is increasing its polarity because of the sp2 carbon which it is attached to. Therefore, what we can clearly say is phenols are more acidic than alcohol. So we can clearly say that phenols are more acidic than alcohol. The first conclusion, that is, in case of alcohol, the alkyl groups, which is electron releasing group, decreases the polarity of oxygen and hydrogen bond, whereas in case of the sp2 carbon present in benzene ring of phenol, increases the polarity of oxygen and hydrogen bond. Therefore, the acidic strength of phenol increases. Therefore, we can say that phenol is more acidic than alcohol. Now, if you consider for the phenol's acidic strength with respect to water, what happens here is, when you treat phenol with water, for that we need to consider about the resonance structure. So if you consider phenol breaking down to O minus and H plus ion, phenol which has the lone pair of electrons on oxygen, makes oxygen to carry a positive charge. As it is an electron withdrawing group, it drags the electrons, that is a lone pair of electron on oxygen, into the resonance structures of benzene ring. That is because if you consider for breaking down this OH bond, let us just write some resonance structures of phenol. If you consider for the resonance structures of phenol, such as like this, O and H, oxygen has lone pair of electrons. We know that. When those electrons are tending towards forming a double bond, we come across some resonance structures of phenol, such as like this. Creating a positive charge on oxygen. Further it undergoes resonance in several structures, such as like this. We have a minus charge here, double bond O with hydrogen and a positive charge, and this resonates such as like this, giving us one more resonance structure. double bond O with plus charge, hydrogen, minus charge and a double bond. Further, one more resonance which decreases the positive charge on oxygen. So, if you observe over here, in the resonance structures of phenol, oxygen which should get minus charge because of the loss of proton will be induced with a positive charge because of the delocalization of electrons. Okay, due to the delocalization of lone pair of electrons on the benzene ring, the phenol molecule found to be more stable. Okay, phenol molecules are found to be more stable as the lone pair of electrons on oxygen involves in the delocalization, resulting in a positive charge of the oxygen atom. So, what happens here is phenols are clearly more acidic than water molecule. Because of this resonance structure, what we say is phenols are more acidic than water. So, clearly water is more acidic than alcohol and phenol is more acidic than water. Therefore, we can clearly conclude is phenols are more acidic than water and alcohol. So this is our for now. Now, if we have to react about the stability of the phenoxide ion and alkoxide ion, that is, phenol or alcohol react with metal to form respective metal oxides. So, the extension of that being formed, that is because, as I said in the earlier video, phenol react with sodium metal or sodium metal hydroxide, that is sodium hydroxide, to form sodium alkoxide, right? So, if it has to form a sodium alkoxide, it should have a proper stability. So, if you have understood this resonance structure, I am going to erase this. Now, if you consider CH3OH being dissociated to form CH3O minus and H plus. Similarly, if you consider phenol being ionized to form phenoxide, if phenol is ionized to form phenoxide, what we can clearly observe over here is the minus charge on alcohol's oxygen, the minus charge present on the oxygen of alcohol group is localized. That means it is not at all involved in any resonance structure. That means it is staying on oxygen itself. Therefore, there is a high vulnerability of proton being attacked by the minus charge present on the oxygen. Therefore, the reaction might get back to the previous reactant condition, which we have discussed in the earlier video. That is, alcohol when treated with alkoxide, when treated with water, it takes away the proton to form CrOH, right? Similarly, the O minus charge which is present on the oxygen might attack the proton present in the solution and get combined to form methanol again. But what happens in this case of phenol is, once the phenoxide ion is formed, this negative charge present on the oxygen gets involved in delocalization. That means this negative charge creates certain resonance structures. So, if we write the resonance structures of this phenoxide ion, what we are going to observe over here is O minus being resonized to form certain resonance structures. O minus charge. This minus comes here, the bond gets over there, it gives us indifference resonance structure. And further, this O minus comes here, this O comes over there, which gives us the initial structure of the O minus. So now, In the previous classes of class 11, what we have known is more the resonance structure, more is the stability of a given compound. Now, if O minus, if you consider the phenoxide ion, this phenoxide ion clearly has 5 resonance structures. These two are similar ones. So clearly it has 5 resonance structures. Out of these 5 resonance structures, phenoxide's O minus will be revolving all around the nucleus. Therefore, whenever it has to attack a proton or whenever oxygen has to attack a proton, it won't be having a negative charge. If it has to gain a negative charge to attack a proton, it has to wait to form 5 resonance structures. Whereas in case it was just one structure, so it can directly attack it. Okay, so the vulnerability of O minus to attacking a proton is less in case of phenoxide ion. Therefore, phenoxide ions are more stable when compared to alkoxide ions. So clearly what we can say is, since phenoxide ions is more stable than alkoxide ions, the reaction's acidic strength increases with loss of proton. Therefore, phenols are more acidic than alcohols and water molecule. Okay, this is about acidity of phenol. Now, what happens if we have electron donating groups or electron withdrawing groups present attached to the benzene ring of phenol? So that is, what is the effect of electron releasing and electron withdrawing groups? Next, we'll discuss effect of electron withdrawing group. Effect of electron withdrawing group. So now, we'll just discuss about the effect of electron withdrawing group. So electron withdrawing groups are NO2, COOH, CH4. So these are the electron withdrawing group examples. Now, if you have electron withdrawing groups present at ortho and para position, what happens is, if you consider for the phenol molecule, OH, NO2 present at ortho position and phenol with NO2 present at para position. When electron withdrawing groups are present at ortho or para position, phenols are more acidic. That is, if a phenol has a substitution at ortho or para position, and that substitution being an electron withdrawing group, what happens is it generates 2 more resonance structures. That is because the negative charged electron which was delocalized in the ortho and para positions in the previous structure, resonance structures, will further be resonated on the electron withdrawing group. So if you write NO2, it will be like in the form of this. Therefore, the negative charge which was induced on this carbon atom will be delocalized on these 2 oxygen atoms also. Therefore, we will observe 2 more additional resonance structures. As we have said earlier, more the number of resonance structure, more will be the resonance, more will be the stability, and more the stability, more will be its acidic strength. So therefore, when ortho position and para position of a phenol group is attached with an electron withdrawing group, those 2 groups decreases the electron density on the benzene ring, which removes the electrons present in the benzene ring, causing this OH molecule or the OH bond to be more and more polar, makes the OH bond to be more and more polar. As a result, those are clearly more acidic. Okay, if you have electron donating group, present at ortho and para position, what they do is they donate electrons to the ring in order to stop the lone pair of electrons coming from oxygen inside the benzene ring. Like for example, if you have an electron with donating group such as CH3, these electron donating groups, what they do is they stop the electron being flowed inside to the benzene ring and they leave those positive charge on the ortho and para positions. Therefore, what we say is presence of electron withdrawing group in phenols at ortho and para position increases the acidic strength of phenol. Further, acidity of phenol, if you have to write for the particular in an order of acidic strength, what we can say is para-nitrophenol is more acidic than ortho-nitrophenol, which is more acidic than metanitrophenol. Okay, so this is the acidic strength of substituted phenol groups. Para-nitrophenol is more acidic than ortho-nitrophenol, which is more acidic than metanitrophenol. Further, nitrophenols are more acidic than phenol, which are more acidic than methylphenol, that is electron releasing group, which is more acidic when compared to alcohol and water and alcohol. So this is how the variation of acidic strength varies in case of alcohol and phenol. Okay, so this is all about the acidity of phenol. Next is the fourth type of reaction, which involves bond breaking of oxygen and hydrogen, that is esterification. Next we are going to discuss about is the process called esterification. This esterification process is a very important method of preparing esters. So what is an ester? If a compound has RCOOR type of bond, then those compounds are called esters. Esters are the compound which is of the general structural formula RCOOR prime. That is, they have a carboxylic group attached with an alcohol group. Okay, carbonyl group with an alkoxide group. So what happens here is, now we are considering for the reaction of alcohol, therefore we will write alcohol. Let us say aryl or alkyl group, maybe R prime. Nothing, it doesn't matter we are taking alkyl or aryl group, both consider the same type of reaction. So now if you consider for the bond cleavage, which involves bond cleavage of oxygen and hydrogen bond, where R and R prime being alkyl or aryl, it doesn't matter. What happens here is, when alcohol or phenol is treated with carboxylic acids, RC double bond OH, when they are treated with carboxylic acid, or they can be treated with anhydrides, RCO, C double bond O, R, these are called anhydrides. And if they are treated with acid chlorides, like R, C double bond O, X, especially instead of X we will take chlorine, RCOCl. When alcohols are treated with carboxylic acid, acid anhydrides and acid chloride, they form esters with a cleavage of oxygen and hydrogen bond. So the reaction in case of these two, in case of acid anhydride and carboxylic acid, is a reversible reaction. The reaction of alcohol with carboxylic acid and alcohol with acid anhydride is a reversible reaction. Therefore, what we do here is, we use a small amount of H2SO4. We use H2SO4, that is a concentrated sulfuric acid, for stopping the reversibility of this reaction. So why are we using that? We'll observe, we'll learn once you find the product formed. ROH breaks the bond between oxygen and hydrogen, and this OH breaks the bond over there. It gives us RC double bond O, OR, RC double bond O, OR. Sorry. The compound formed will be like RC double bond O OR along with the formation of water molecule. In this case, the compound formed will be RC double bond O OR plus RC double bond O OH. Okay, so if we observe these two reactions, the carboxylic acid's OH bond is broken down with the loss of proton over here. The minus charge which an alcohol gets, that is a nucleophile, attacks the carbonyl carbon, forming an ester. Okay, so both these compounds are called esters. If a compound has a structure of RCOOR, then it is called an ester. The reason why we use H2SO4 over here is, if you consider the reactions over here, we are forming water molecule and carboxylic acids, and the ester which is formed in this particular reaction is clearly quite unstable. That means it can undergo reversible reactions if these water molecule and carboxylic acids are already present in the reactions. Therefore, when you treat sulfuric acid with these particular products, they get dehydrolyzed, water gets dehydrolyzed over here, and it would be easier for us to remove the carboxylic acid. Therefore, in these two conditions of preparing ester using carboxylic acid and acid anhydride, we use a smaller amount of H2SO4 in order to move the reaction towards the forward direction. Okay. In case of acid chlorides, what we do is, here we treat this reaction in presence of pyridine. We know pyridine is a very good base. When you treat carboxylic acid with acid chloride, we get compound RC double bond O OR along with the formation of HCl. Since HCl is more acidic in nature, pyridine neutralizes the HCl formed in the given reaction. Okay, so this is how esterification takes place. So esterification can be carried out when alcohols are treated with carboxylic acid and acid anhydrides in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Whereas in case of alcohol, when treated with acid chloride in the presence of base such as pyridine, it gives us ester along with the formation of HCl. The reason for using H2SO4 is because in order to move the reaction forward direction, we have to remove the additional products which are formed. As in case of this reaction, acidity increases by the HCl will be neutralized by the stronger base pyridine. Okay, this is all about the acidity of phenol and esterification process. In the next video, we will discuss about reactions involving breakage of oxygen and carbon bond. Okay, if you have understood this video, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends. Thank you for watching.